trim my beard. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. Shut up. All right. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm here today with a special guest, the winner of our contest, which we had a couple of months ago, Maria Garner.
Hey.
Welcome. Our contest was asking people to send in their story of why they needed to lose weight and some of the trials and tribulations that they had. And Mary was our winner. So we'll be following Mary over the next 12 weeks, i.e. 3 months in her progress and in her journey. So we're going to be checking in on her training and as well as her nutritional follow-ups as well. So Mary, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Cool. So first things first, let's get it out there. What is Maria's goal, long-term and short-term over the next 3 months?
Well, long-term, I'd like to lose about 100 pounds. If I can do more, great. Short-term, within the 3 months, I'd like to lose probably between 20 and 30 pounds.
Okay, so just to inform everybody here, Maria's already lost 40 pounds, 45? Yeah. 45 pounds on her own. She's doing a fantastic job so far. We're just going to accelerate the process a little bit. And we're really going to get her out of her comfort zone because she really doesn't like the camera. So this is already step one. So we're doing really good. So Maria, what daily activities did you find it difficult to accomplish?
Well, everything is difficult. Carrying the extra weight around, from sleeping, finding that comfortable position, going up and down the stairs, shopping, walking through the mall, carrying extra weight around, even sitting in a restaurant, not being able to sit at a booth because the room between the table and your chair is not enough to accommodate you. So lots of daily activities that are hard to get through.
Okay, and were any of those activities kind of like the trigger that made you decide to make a change?
Well, there's lots of different triggers that happen. You know, my main one is the diabetes. In my family, everyone has diabetes. They have high blood pressure, they have heart disease, and I didn't want to end up with that. I am diagnosed with diabetes. I was 17.8 when they first found it over the holidays. So losing the weight and getting through that is a major trigger. But you always have different triggers, you know, going through life, having the kids, wanting to lose the weight. And another thing is also like when I didn't fly for like 10 years and I got on the airplane and I came to put on the seatbelt and the seatbelt wouldn't meet and they had the seatbelt light flashing and I was like freaked out and scared, like how am I can't buckle up, what's gonna happen? So, you know, these things that, you know, the lady came, I asked her, I told her my problem, I was shy, I was embarrassed, and she brought me the extension. Now whenever I fly, I have to ask for the extension and give it back when I leave, and that was a trigger also, you know, time to get normal, trying to lose some weight. Yeah.
Have you experienced some of these, let's say, triggers or these difficult moments before, or is this something that is this the first time you feel this trigger happen now?
Well, I've always been overweight my whole life. I was like 120 pounds when I was 8 years old. I was always the largest one in my family. I was called names at school. It was always like really, really hard. You get used to it. You grow a second skin and you accept yourself the way you are and you try. One of the things that, like I said, different triggers. One time I decided I wanted to see how skinny I could get, and the doctor said they were going to break my jaw and reset it because my jaw was crooked and didn't want me to have arthritis later on. So I said, okay. I read the documents they gave me and they said you lose a certain % of your body weight. And I said, okay, I'm going to try and lose some weight before and after because your mouth is wired and you can't eat for 3 months. So I lost like 90 pounds in 3 months. I was like the skinniest I ever was, but I was sick. I didn't do it properly. I walked, I exercised, I didn't eat anything. I just drank like water, and that was the wrong way to do it. And when I gained back the weight, I gained it back double.
Yeah,
that was my obesity, and that's how I stayed. So different triggers. After I had my kids, I tried again. Went to the gym nonstop 3 times a day. Got on my bike, rode to the gym. But then I did too much, too fast again. Did not eat properly. Didn't eat the right things. Busted a few tendons, and couldn't do it again. So trying again. Doing it right.
One more time, yes. We'll provide hopefully a bit better structure.
Yes.
And something that'll be definitely long-lasting, so that we don't have to have you go through any of these 3 times a day gym sessions. We don't want to do that to you. Okay. How would you envision, let's say, yourself in 3 months, emotionally, not necessarily physically because we already established that goal, but more emotionally and energy-wise, mental state?
Hoping to have more energy. My mental state, I'm hoping to be like in a peaceful place, being content, happier, feeling better about yourself, like, proud that I was able to accomplish this, because it isn't easy. That I know from doing it. So it's really hard. It's something that you have to really set your mind to and really, really want it. I'm at the point where I really, really want it. So emotionally, I'd be ecstatic, happy to get that point.
I'm hoping we can share that together, because that'll be kind of interesting. That we get obviously a great pride in seeing that. So it'll be really something cool to see. So next question, Mary, who and or what is your inspiration right now?
My constant inspiration for me is always my children.
Okay.
A boy and a girl, my son Ross, my daughter Raina Marie. Everything I do, be healthier for them, last longer for them, be there for them. That's always my goal and my inspiration.
Yeah, I'm sure they're really proud of you as well.
They always are.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. As much as you're proud of the kids, I'm sure they're proud of their mom.
Yeah, like be there for them longer. That's basically it.
Good. What do you foresee as your biggest obstacle over the next 3 months?
I guess I have trouble eating. That's what got me into this. I cannot eat breakfast, not eat lunch, and then eat what somebody would eat for dinner. I would eat what someone would eat for 2 days in one setting at dinner, just like snacking, pick, eat the food, and eat again, because I didn't eat all day. Of course, you're starving at the end of the day. So trying to keep, eat the meals, eat what you're supposed to eat right, eat at the appropriate times, and do the exercise. But the most difficulty, I think, is the eating, trying to get that under control.
Right after being in front of the camera.
Yes.
Yeah. We already knocked one of those 2 out of the park, so we're going to be okay. So that's Maria's story, not Mary. So when you see her, make sure to say Maria. We'll be following up with her in 3 months. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask Maria. She'll be happy to help you out, I guess, if you have similar interests as her. It's great to have other people supporting you. So at the same time, it would always help, Maria's motivation as well. A little high five if you see her in the gym, give her a little encouragement, like we all do. And we'll touch base in 3 months with great progress. All right, thank you, Maria.
Thank you so much.
Cool.